From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is The Night Beat.
Good evening, I'm Danielle Shenk with your headlines for Thursday, May 22nd. Before we get to several unicameral updates, a 19-year-old is dead and several suspects are still on the run after a deputy-involved shooting in North Omaha. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office says Janidi Ibrahim died at the hospital after being shot around 2:30 a.m. A deputy investigating the area approached a parked SUV when several people ran. Ibrahim stayed in the driver's seat when shots were fired. He was hit and later died. His family, refugees from Somalia, are devastated.
As long as you're a refugee and you're not safe in this country because it's not a promised land, as they said. I mean, things can change any second, any day, anytime. So everybody's worried and scared.
Sheriff Aaron Hansen says 2 weapons were found in the SUV and the incident was captured on body camera. The deputy involved, a 12-year veteran, is on paid leave. A grand jury will review the case. Back in Lincoln, a judge has approved a rare court order allowing staff to forcibly medicate 47-year-old Alaric Hardin, accused in the 2023 stabbing death of Larry Cole. Hardin has refused medication and become physically aggressive with staff. The forced treatment, allowed under a rarely used Supreme Court ruling, is meant to make him competent for trial. He was arrested in a North Bottoms home where Cole's body was found with multiple stab wounds. DNA on a knife at the scene reportedly matched Hardin. Now, it's been a confusing day at the Capitol over the state's budget, specifically Governor Jim Pillen's line item vetoes. The governor missed the midnight deadline to submit them. His office says they were delivered to the clerk this morning, but that may be too late. At issue, copies of the vetoes were turned in, not the actual physical bills. That's a key difference under the law. Some lawmakers say the delay means the vetoes are effectively void.
You know, it's a pretty costly error on their part. I think that the Constitution is clear that we have now passed the deadline for when those vetoes had to get back to the legislature.
The budget does balance, so we didn't have to have those vetoes to balance the budget. And until something changes, we are proceeding with the budget.
Governor Pillen's office stands by their actions, saying in part, the governor clearly took the legally required steps by surrendering physical possession and the power to approve or reject the bills. For now, the budget moves forward without the vetoes. Speaking of the governor, the 2 people he appointed to lead Nebraska's new Cannabis Commission faced tough questions from senators today. Laurel Muting and Monica Oldenburg, both previously outspoken against medical marijuana, were pressed on how they'd approach policy and rulemaking. While both said cannabis can help those in need, they stopped short of fully supporting its use. If confirmed by the majority of senators in the unicameral, the nominees will serve 6-year terms. And a bill to scale back Nebraska's voter-approved minimum wage hikes was revived after previously failing on final reading. Backed by Senator Jane Raybould, the bill would reduce the minimum wage for minors to $13.50 an hour starting next year. Lawmakers voted 33-14 to reconsider it after a rules change, despite legal questions. With only days left in the session, it's unlikely to come up again until next year. Senator Raybould says it could be added to paid sick leave legislation. Switching gears now to sports, Jordy Ball is 24-1 in the NCAA tournament and hungry for more. The 2-time national champ is leading Nebraska into the Knoxville Super Regional, just 2 wins from the Women's College World Series. The Huskers practiced today in Knoxville before meeting the tournament's number 7 overall seed in a best-of-3 series.
We're excited. We don't really care who we get matched up with. We've had that mentality since regionals, so now that it's supers and it's them again, we're excited for the opportunity.
We're really just trying to stay in our routine. I've been talking for weeks about a 1-game season. That hasn't changed. We're playing 1-game seasons. We're really trying to stay in the moment. We're really trying to win pitch to pitch.
Nebraska has Jordy Ball. Tennessee has Carlin Pickens, the hardest throwing pitcher in college softball. Game 1 is Friday at 6 p.m. on ESPN2. Rounding out your night beat is a check of the 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to The Night Beat. Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.